play. As children, they weren't taught to play. They didn't have the space to play, only to work and be very effective. No? So many of these people if they participate, if they are willing to participate, because most of them will not, because they would avoid to be in any potentially transformative experience. Even psychoanalysis, of course. Well, they come to psychoanalysis when they're really suffering, you know, they were abandoned or, okay. Failure to have visions and insights, panic during the session, or a strong amnesia following the session, the experience. Other possible side effects is the narcissistic grandiosity after one or two single experiences. No? This is the inflation of the ego. This is a very interesting concept also, and I'm almost finished here. There has to be a difference between insight and primary delusional experience. Insight, when one has a real insight, what the insight does is it destroys a theory, a personal theory. It changes our way of how we understood until that moment things. A primary delusional experience builds a theory. We have an experience, it is similar to an insight, but we come out with a very coherent, constructed, new theory about what things are. This is, from my point of view, of course, a problem. It can be very seductive, but it is a problem because it stops thinking to evolve. Extreme distress during the session. Thank God there are good shamans, people who can tolerate by their chants or singing or attitude, help to. Incapacity to bear the emergency of repressed, forgotten experience. I remember once a friend who had one experience of ayahuasca with somebody he knew and came to me very shocked because he had seen an image, an infantile image of his mother and another man that had been, he wanted me to tell him if the visions were true or not. What I did was send him to therapy to work his capacity to tolerate these kinds of things that may happen, of course. And to finish, no? Can ayahuasca modify or help modify the potential space? Of course, I think yes. No? When it is a new, because it can be a new and nurturing experience. If potential space helps us to develop ourself, our true self, ayahuasca may work in that same way, helping us to discover what could be called, I won't enter in that, a true higher self. But only with further work. By further work, I mean therapy, true dialogues with other people, perhaps other experiences, continue thinking, continue moving. Further work is what we all do. But I am sure also that this further work is for all of us a beautiful road to continue traveling. Well, thank you very much for your attention.